What's up, everybody? Welcome to 1v1 podcast with myself, Christopher Arias. I'm here with our guest.
Gabriel Horn.
What's up? Before we get started, let's get the politics out of the way. Um, this podcast is brought to you by.
Hello, my name is Bobby Gutierrez, President CEO of Red X Pest Control. My cell number is area code 559-479-0485. I am your local pest management professional here in Madera, California. Hope to talk to you soon. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
So, disclaimer: Bobby does service my house.
Mine as well.
He's a great guy as well. He's a big supporter of myself and my gym. He is also a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. So it's great having him around. Local guy. Grew up in Madera. I played soccer with his dad for his dad. Great lineage there. So information again is Bobby at 559-479-0485. Also, Real Acai. If you guys haven't had them, go try them out. They're over there, downtown area. Amazing. Gabriel Horn, have you had them yet?
Get you some of that. It's a bunch of deliciousness right there.
Yep. He's usually at all. This is also one of Bobby's businesses. He's usually at all the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournaments. So, if you have not tried it out, check it out. Also, I want to give a huge shout out to So Right for sending me this beauty and the So Right Mini. Got back problems, so you put that, sit on it, lay down on it on your stomach, and it's supposed to relax the muscles attached to your back. It hurts like hell, but
Works.
yeah, that's how you know it works. So let's get started. Let me delete that. Cut. Gabe,
Yes.
how long you been training here, man?
So I don't know. Been back about 3 years. 2018 came back.
3 years. How long you been training total?
Oh, I'd say 6 years out of probably 12.
12 years total?
No, not total. I definitely took some time off to gain a bunch of weight.
Hey,
If you're gonna take time off, you might as well enjoy it, doing something you love.
I
Right.
miss the couch a lot. The Xbox.
So how did you and I meet? Let's get started with that. How did you grow this love-hate relationship with Christopher Arias
Yeah, more
that
hate.
everybody has here?
It's way back, man. Thrive Days started. I think he started training maybe a year before me or so there, and I started off real big. Same thing, huge guy. Love for martial arts kind of drove me to lose weight. It was my way of losing weight, and got in there, trained with you for a few years, then closing a Thrive happened, and then I just kind of that was it for a little while. And then thankfully you opened up Madera Martial Arts. But yeah, a lot of years ago.
This picture of you, Dean, Zedro, and Kyle all getting your blue belts. I think this is during Kyle's promotion for his blue belt.
Yeah, a little bit after ours, Kyle got
Yeah.
his. It was a while after.
When did you get yours?
About 4 months before Kyle.
Around December, right?
Yeah, around December.
Dag.
Yeah, I like how you know when you got it, but you're just like, I definitely did it before Kyle, 100%.
I asked Zedro this question too. This was a remake of I thought it was pretty funny of you guys when you guys were all white belts. You guys all took a picture together.
Yeah.
How bad? Like, not that is a bad thing or anything, but like going like training for so long and you're in jiu-jitsu, so not to throw shade or anything, but you're pretty much a 12-year
Yeah,
journeyman.
I was on the 12-year plan. I was like fifth, sixth degree white belt, so I was up there to begin with. Back in the day when we first started, it wasn't really a gi thing. It was kind of like
No gi.
Right, no gi. Didn't take it super serious. I didn't at the time. I've always been more into striking. And then once we got the gi program going here and had black belt coaches coming out, it kind of changed everything.
How did
There
how,
was goals to it.
how did it feel when you finally got your blue belt? I know these guys. I mean, you were, if you break it down, you were training a lot longer than they were,
Right.
but it's still a long time. Like you knew you training in the back of your mind. I know it was in the back of your head. Like, oh man, these guys are out there training. I'm not, for whatever reason.
Mhm.
Life happens. But when you finally got that belt wrapped around you, how did it feel?
Oh, it was amazing. It was a hard work, you know. I think I probably appreciated it more than everybody else. Just
Yeah.
like you said, it was a long time coming, and I don't know. Waited till the time was right. I actually put in the effort. I felt a lot more fluid months leading up to getting the blue belt pre-COVID too, for sure. Um, yeah, no, it's a great feeling. Just
For sure.
people don't understand the work that don't do the sport. They don't understand what goes into it, the grueling time. Try to keep them to a minimum, but the injuries and the hours on the mat, it's a lot.
For sure. Let's go to the next slide. I think this was the night that,
Us three got promoted without Kyle. Yeah.
again, yeah, it's really, it's surreal. Like you're kind of just like, dang, I'm here, huh?
Yeah, yeah. No, it was awesome. I liked it.
You're kind of, like I always say, you kind of realize you're just like, yeah, it's a big deal, but I don't feel no different than I was the day before. You know what I mean?
No, I didn't. I just knew that was my retirement party from jiu-jitsu that day.
You came back.
The blue belt stigma.
Yeah, no, you're still here, dude. So let's let's take this picture in. This is Kyle's promotion.
Yeah.
How like this is, I think this was a, I mean, this is a huge class. I mean, it's probably like 30, 40 people if I'm just guessing, but um how does it feel? You've been here pretty much the beginning of Madera martial arts. You've been here like since I opened up. How does this picture, with all of us in jiu-jitsu, with everything that's going on, the ups and downs of the gyms and the people coming, leaving, how do you feel when you see a picture like this?
The growth is wild. There's very few faces that started off at the same time, but there's some of the originals there, and just to see how many people have came along and joined in, it's crazy. That's a huge turnout. I'm thankful there wasn't that many people there for mine, to be honest.
Let's see what's next. Again, we're a big competition team. I push everybody to push themselves, right? Um, right here, like, again, this was, I think, after a tournament. I mean, a lot of these guys are, a couple months in, and I'm throwing them in there, and they're doing okay. I mean, it's a small local tournament, but still, um, how do you like the vibe of the team?
Oh, it's awesome, and these guys, they just bring the heat. I know I haven't competed much on the jiu-jitsu side of it. That's I don't know quite why that is. Who knows? But anyways, we do good whenever we go out to tournaments. I mean, other people recognize the coaches that come out here from Fresno. They'll say, "Hey, you guys bring the heat when you come out." And
We try, right?
it appears that way.
Yeah. Let's see what's next. Ooh, this one comes close to our heart. I know it does for me and you, because
We were just talking about teams bringing the heat, and here we go.
so we brought so there's a lack of kickboxing events for amateurs. There's not really nothing for people to get their feet wet as far as striking.
Right.
So I reached out, did some research, found out this great organization with the PKB, signed up. Tell me about this picture of us holding that trophy and the belt, and this was after our first PKB tournament here in Madera, back in 2019.
19.
Tell me about this game, and this was the first time you competed at anything, right?
Right, which is what I was just going to say. PKB kind of opened the door. I've been training for a long time, and it was kind of something on that level, because no matter how tough you are, no matter how hard you grind, it's a big jump to just get out there and say some MMA gloves and go at it, or even kickboxing that's not padded, or this kind of gives everyone a platform to jump in there at a beginning level. All levels of kickboxers are in there.
Was that the first time you ever competed in anything, period?
Not
Or-
anything, period. I used to race bikes and stuff like that
Oh,
when I was
okay.
younger. But I mean, as far as
Savage.
it's totally different, though. In a bike race, it's you against a bunch of people, and that's a one-on-one fight. That's just
Yeah.
There's nothing else in there.
Hence the podcast name, guys. 1v1.
Yeah.
I was really proud of you, Gabe. Uh, how did it feel getting punched by somebody else versus like getting punched by somebody that you knew and like cared about you versus a person that doesn't give a crap about you?
Right. No, no, and it is way different. And the first round was a shock going in there. You know, I had sparred. It was all inside the gym. There was street fights, but along the way. But I just to see the intention that someone else comes in there with. And my opponent, he was awesome. He kept asking me, "You all right? You all right?" Afterwards. So he was. You know, we were both really respectful
Yeah.
in the ring. And
That's what Muay Thai is about, man. Muay Thai is really I love the sport. I love martial arts and period. I mean, you, I think I was a little bit of a like hardhead douchebag before. Like I don't know why. Like there's no reason to, but mentally it changes you.
humbles,
Yeah.
humbles
So
for sure.
I mean it was great respect from both teams in that fight. I mean that was a fun fight to watch too. I couldn't find the picture of Jose lifting you up. That was amazing.
Yeah. No, it was.
I couldn't
Threw
find
me
that
off,
picture
that's for
though.
sure.
Let's see what's next. Uh, I think this is a little bit after that PKB fight, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
You and Danny went to Gaston's seminar, right?
Yeah, no, it was a great seminar.
How was that to see? Like, I'm always a big believer in like going to seminars, continue learning, because I tell everybody, even in the class, I don't know everything. Go. This guy's a world class fighter, right?
The tiniest tweaks in your game, you know, or one new look, or hey, he does this way.
Yeah,
Let's
for sure.
try it to learn it. You know, all the more tools you can get in your tool chest.
Yeah, and that guy's scary too. So
He is. He is.
it was. I bet you guys learned a lot. I couldn't go. I forgot what it was, but I mean, it just seems that way. But the gym ended up sending you guys there, right?
Right. Yeah. You sent me and Danny out there. Made a good day of it.
Cool,
Like I
cool.
said, learned some really technical stuff on feints and clinch game.
Yeah.
And some tie tosses too. It was pretty good sweeps.
How's Danny? Like, how bad? Like, do you hit him when you want? Like, feels good when you hit him.
Yeah. No. Definitely.
Love Danny. He'll be on the show one day, a couple weeks. Let's not talk about this night. Oh,
man, damn.
All right, Gabe. So we're. I'll let you.
You lost.
What
No,
happened?
I'm just kidding. That was a little tribute concert we went to. That was after your fight to win, and it was. I heard it in your voice. You were like, "Bro, I can't believe it. I lost." And I was like, I'm gonna come out there to that concert. We had a hell of a night, though.
I was just playing the
No,
like the,
no, you were playing the sympathy card for
the
sure.
bullshit.
It wasn't that rough on you, but you said it enough. You'd just be like, "Hey, Gabe, I lost."
that night was pretty funny, dude. My son, we threw him in the mosh pit. We were in there. Like, I love violence, so
No, it was a good little pit too.
What was the concert?
It was a Linkin Park tribute.
I think I cried too, dude.
Were you? Oh,
Dude, Chester had just died, I think, or
it wasn't too long after. I
wasn't
mean, there
too
was a lot
long.
of crying going on.
God,
And
I wasn't
was
that
shocked.
bad. There's some guys there. I was like, guys, chill out, bro.
That line I lost, and you ain't even peaked yet, son. That'll always stick in my. Remember the
Well-
lead singer of the. Isaiah went to shake his hand, right? And he just
Oh,
fist bumped him and told him, "You ain't even peaked yet, son." I was like, "What? Who
Yeah,
says
dude.
that?
And I
The
said,
kid's bigger than you."
my son was like 14, and he's
Right.
like, "Bro, don't let." I remember that. He goes, "Dad, I almost got in the fight right now in the restroom with the lead singer."
Yeah,
I was like,
went to
"Oh,
shake
what
his hand 'cause
happened?"
he ain't peaked yet. What?
Wait. Hold on. What happened?
Or just bad examples.
The lead singer of one of the bands that opened for the tribute band. I guess Isaiah ran into him in the bathroom, and he's like, "Oh, kind of knew who he was," and so, or outside the bathroom, something went to shake his hand, and the guy like stopped him and fist bumped him and told him, "You ain't even peaked yet, son." Like, tell him like, "You're not man enough to shake my hand, but here, give me a
What?
fist bump."
Yeah, and Isaiah got super like, if you know my son, he's super chill, like
Super chill.
super
Right.
chill. And he came up to me, "Dad, I almost decked the dude right now. He didn't want to shake my hand." I was like, "Hey, bro, you know how to handle yourself." So
Yeah.
that
No,
was
he would've
funny.
definitely
That's
told
so
him.
weird.
Don't tell my wife.
He
Don't-
opened-
Don't tell my wife or my or their
Yeah,
grandparents.
no, they'll never know.
But he opened up for the tribute band, and he thought he was like hot shit.
Right?
Yeah,
thought he
dude. It was
too-
at Strummers. It was at Strummers before the. It was a tribute band, right? I don't
Yeah.
even know. It was a local band. Not throwing shade, but Like, dude, come
They
on.
were good.
Like
They
a
played
local
good
camp-
set, but just the fact that Isaiah's taller than the guy,
And
and he would have dang sure found out that he probably had peaked quite a bit more than he did if
Yeah,
he would
like-
have pushed the issue.
Bro, you got a gut. This kid's rocking a freaking six-pack
Right,
and guns. Anyhow. Back to this one, dude. We're a big family. It's my daughter.
Setting it off.
Yeah, my daughter set off. Queen Latifah looking.
Yeah.
Abel, Jose, your daughter Briella. Dude, we're just a big happy family here, right? So
Yeah.
we try to celebrate after every event. You know, you got to celebrate the little win. So I forgot what, I think this was after just a regular Friday night or something, huh?
It was after training one night.
Pizza and beer.
Yeah, when I was still eating actual food.
I never noticed that girl back there photobombing us.
Wow.
you never noticed
I
that?
never
No.
noticed that.
That's the first thing I noticed.
Huh?
I'm offended right now.
No,
I
yeah.
was like, who the hell's that back there?
Photoshop her out of there.
Let's see. What's this? Oh, this was the fight to win that I lost that you were talking
Was
about.
that one, or was
Yeah.
that? Yeah, it is. That is that one, huh? Yeah, you can tell by the lights.
The one thing I
Jose
love,
Stone is
this
good.
is a picture of us at Fight to Win. Gabe's always been a big supporter of us, no matter
Yes.
what. So dude, he's always there, always there, always. When Gabe's not there, I kind of get mad because it pisses me off a lot. So let's get into it a little bit more, guys. Here we go. Let's take this one out. Let's pause right there.
Gotcha.
Take
it out?
Yeah, disconnect it.
All right, you're gonna hear it in the headphones right now. Never mind,
Or not.
or not.
All right, Gabe, tell us a little bit about yourself, man. What do you do for a living?
Man, that's a good one. No, I'm a division coordinator at a pump and well business.
For sure.
Office work, kickback, but stressful all at the same time.
How is it getting off work and then coming home and going to the gym?
It's just a daily grind, man. Get off, get some food in me as quick as possible, and then get on over here on most days. Kind of been slacking a little bit lately, but
It's all good.
got to make it happen.
So you're a single dad,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Well, yeah.
For the most part.
Right.
Right. For the most part of I've known you, you've always kind of been on your own, you and Briella,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. No, we got someone cool as hell now, but I know what you mean. Single dad in that aspect. Yeah.
Yeah. How hard is that, man? Like raising a girl on your own.
It's not that tough. I don't.
No?
No, it really isn't. You know, I kind of realize that like I'm the only voice in there.
So the
Right. I can't just be like, I can't talk to my daughter about this or about that. Like, I have to be able to educate my daughter in every way and keep it out of there. I think the only thing that wears off on her is maybe like she likes to fight and fish. So, I'm like,
Briella's great, dude. She's full of energy. There she is again. Look at her.
yeah.
So how old is she now?
She just turned 9 years old. It's crazy.
She want to come back to the class anytime soon?
Yeah, she does. She only wants to kickbox though, and I tell her like, no. I was like, no, you're gonna do jujitsu.
She's like, no.
It took one time. One time she caught a collar choke and was trying to get out of it. It was hard because at the time I was helping in the kids
Right.
class, and I'm looking down at her, and my daughter's getting choked, and I'm just like, oh my god, hold it. I was like, you got to scoot down, grab her arm, and
It's
I'm
the
just
worst,
like,
huh?
oh my god, I'm having to watch my daughter get choked right now and coach her through it without being like, get off my daughter.
Yeah, it's the worst. I have the same thing with Camille. It's a struggle, but I feel, dude, in this day and age, I want my daughter to be tough.
Right.
And I know it sucks, but I kind of feel like girls have to be tougher than guys.
Right.
Like, be that. Like, if somebody comes at you sideways, like, don't let them.
That's exactly what it is. I think humbling as martial arts is, it allows you to have a voice, allows you to be assertive, and know that if things did elevate to the next level, you can take care of yourself. And just knowing that, especially this is important for the kids, and in my part for my daughter, she can say what she wants. I tell her, don't let yourself feel offended.
No.
Speak up. be who you can be. If you got to do what you got to do, you can do
So
that.
I know you struggle with it because sometimes we look because we kind of have just disclaimer. Me and Gabe probably agree on 10% of things. So,
Right.
but this is a good example of you could really be really good friends even though you don't disagree on stuff. But one thing we do kind of agree on is parenting.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes we're sitting there and we just look at our daughters or our kids just like, bro, did you just really just say that? Like, what am I raising?
Yeah.
But
and then you got to realize that they learned it from you.
yeah,
You're like, damn it.
but I mean, I I just feel sometimes I see the way society is. I mean, we're all a product of it, but the what I want my daughter ready for it. Like it's life's gonna come and freaking hit you in the face before you know it.
Right.
And if we don't prepare our kids right,
Mm-hmm. They got to be prepared. They got to be prepared for anything life's going to throw at them, and defend themselves in any way. The harshness of life too. Like I'm sure I'm a dad, but at the same time, when it's time to be a disciplinary, like the world's not going to be soft to her growing up. They're not going
Exactly.
to.
exactly. So I see that you're wearing you disrespectfully came to the podcast wearing that Jags
Oh yeah, I did. I brought this in.
on purpose.
I kind of like it a lot. We like Josh Allen too. You let him slide in the trap, but hey, good looking out.
You just came back from Florida, right?
Yes, I did.
I just wanted to segue into that.
Amazing vacation.
How was that?
Oh, it was great, man. I'd never really been out of California for something that was fun, just to go over there. I would hate to live there. Hot as hell already, and it was like March, 92 degrees in March,
Oof.
muggy as hell. I mean, we had some good weather days, but at the peaks, that's where it was at. But what was weird, it went from overcast and cold as hell to like 92 degrees all in the same day. So it's a little wild, but yeah.
How no, not to bring politics into it, but how jealous were you that Florida is like fully open and then California is freaking still kind of locked down? Not
Yeah.
political, not bringing political
No,
into
I know,
it, but
I know.
but
Just in a COVID sense. I know what you mean. It's it doesn't bug me too much. You know what I mean? I put my mask on. I wear it. It's not a big deal. If you can't, I can breathe in. I'm just fine. Just go with the flow. Let's get
For
through
sure.
this. And in Florida, it wasn't much different because inside Universal Studios, inside the resort, inside every park on City Walk, you had to have your mask on. So since it was all set in Universal, maybe it was a
On the
little-
rides?
on the rides.
Oh.
A mask on. I mean, they sanitize your hands. They have someone pumping hand sanitizer in your hand. As you get on every ride, they spray it down in between every riders that go on. They're only at 50% capacity. So inside Universal, it wasn't
it
too
was
different.
50% capacity.
Yeah, like the roller coasters, they sit, unless you're with the same party,
Right.
they wouldn't they'd have one rider sitting here, even if it was a row of four, and they wouldn't, unless they were in the same party, they'd be sitting on the next row of the roller coaster.
Oh
So,
wow, I didn't even play that thought in my head that that's how they did.
No,
I just thought, oh, they packed up the roller coaster the same way they packed up like a plane or something.
No, on the plane, on the flight there, it was every other seat.
No,
Yes, every other
dude, I've
seat.
seen pictures of the planes packed.
I don't know what planes. Maybe they aren't Delta. I think we
Oh.
flew on Delta, and it's every other seat. So it was.
How
it
was
was
that,
rather
dude? How
comfortable.
was that like traveling? I've heard some horror stories of people traveling, and then I heard other people. It's not that bad. It's whatever. How was it for you traveling
We
in
flew right through everything. I didn't have any issues. Luckily, no one was crazy on the plane talking about I can't wear this mask
Yeah.
or anything like that. But
You just had a great all around experience. I remember
no, it was good. It was good.
he was being pretty annoying about it. I'm going to Florida. He
Well,
sounded
I-
like a
I
vegan.
only
He
said
sounded
that-
like a vegan. Hey guys, I'm going to Florida.
He sounded like a CrossFitter.
Yeah. Hey guys, I do CrossFit. Hey, I do jiu-jitsu, guys. It's like me with Madera martial
I
arts.
only said it that many times because Chris had mentioned like I'm low key jealous that you're going to Florida. So every time I came in here, I dropped that one.
Poking.
Yeah, love
See
it.
what I gotta deal with, guys.
Poking the
Freaking-
bear's fun.
So if I could pose a question, because the memories popped up recently, like on my social media, that like this was around the time last year when we were like close. Yeah.
Ugh.
So going from that to like, okay, you guys could open at half capacity and having like a few people where Chris had like the mat segmented to where we did the outside thing. And then just all the different phases that we went through of COVID here at the gym. How did that affect you? And what were the thoughts circulating in your head through each phase?
To tell you the truth, I stayed away for most of it. I trained at home. I was lifting weights. I'd find other ways to, stay in some kind of decent shape. But my daughter stays with my grandma, who's really elderly every day. So through the whole thing, I made sure that I stayed really safe too, Because again, it wasn't something I'd worry about. I'd
Yeah.
go for it. It don't matter. But kids and elderly people, that's the reason to stay safe.
For sure.
So I kind of just stayed away from the gym for most of it.
And how was that part for you, staying away from like, you know, basically like your second family?
No, it was hard, and it sucked because training's like a huge release. It's for mental health things. Just staying busy, and like you said, second family, like gym families, every day it helps a day go by.
Yeah.
Like, not to toot my horn, but how do you think as far as continually putting out information in the chat rooms with everybody and like trying to stay, like, did that help at all? Like
Yeah, yeah,
getting
and
in there, trying to stay community, like trying to.
right. No, definitely that helps some, and I don't know. I was kind of in my own space for all that because
It was
doing that
weird.
thing, I'm a social person, and then all of a sudden I was just kind of locked down in my house. It was like two work and home, and in the beginning, everyone just the nerves around it when it was super new before the
Yeah.
fear hadn't really faded off. I was like, oh my god, don't touch anything.
Yeah.
Rubber gloves, hand sanitizer everywhere I go.
How
I'll punch you if you breathe on me.
how ready are you to like it kind of let me segue back. So before COVID, we had our second PKB event in March 2nd. Literally, like, I remember buying cases of water when everybody was out buying cases of water and toilet paper, and like what the heck is going on? Like, I can't find water for
I
the
remember
event
that. I remember
for the
that.
event. And then I go and the event happens, and literally like Monday or Tuesday, everything's like
Locked down
right after that. So how how does it feel now that like we're getting ready to, like, we're in the planning stage for our next PKB? Like, we got a date set. Not that the PKB is the center of the what I'm trying to say, but how ready are you to, like, for just open back up? Like, how excited are you for the world?
I'm ready. The whole world needs to open back up. Themes parks are finally opening up. Indoor dining, you just take it all for granted when it was all there, and then you're like, damn, I can't go inside and eat anywhere. I can't do any of this, And now competitions are opening back up. Gyms opening up full time.
Kids are back in school.
Right.
School sports are back. We're getting like glimpse of normality. And are you pretty much just ready to go full blown? Or are you going? Is there some things that you're kind of gonna like shy away from?
Nothing. I'm not gonna shy away from anything. The whole time, once I was good with it, like I just mask on, be cautious, go for it. I never really. Once the initial fear was gone, like, okay, I can do this. Let's go out and live life. But yeah, man, that's just life needs to go back to normal. And there's nothing I'm gonna hold back on. I think I go in for my second vaccination shot on like the 21st. After that, feel a lot safer after that. Most of my family members are vaccinated, so let's go for it. Let's open everything up.
Okay, Gabe, let's move on. No pressure whatsoever. But you know where I'm going with this.
I don't. I got kind of nervous when you started it off like that. So
no pressure whatsoever. Do you ever plan on competing in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
Oh man, you would go there. I mean, it's tough because right now I'm undefeated. you know, outside the gym, I stay undefeated. So, I do. I plan on competing. I would like to get down to. I'm not at my goal weight. I know I'm came a long way from where I started, but I'm not at my goal weight 100%. And so, I would like to get there. My movements becoming more fluid. I literally 5 to 10 pounds.
It makes a difference. I talk a lot of crap, but like when I start, I don't care about my weight because like I just don't care. But like when I do drop those 5-10 pounds, you feel the big
right.
Yeah. You're a lot smoother. You're a lot faster.
Yes, definitely.
So, do you plan on competing in the next PKB and moving on to maybe an amateur kickboxing one day and becoming a amateur champion one day? What's your aspirations, Gabe? No pressure.
Oh man, I mean honestly, I like the aspect of competing, and chances are I'm probably going to compete in the next PKB. I don't know. I just train because I I love to train. Like I
That
love the atmosphere. I love all of it. It's not necessarily competition's not
yeah.
a huge drive within me, win or lose. Because I'm not one of those like I gotta win this. I got it. If I lose, I lose. The better man gets it some days.
I love it. How much do you hate me as a coach in here? Be honest.
Um, Man, that's a tough one. I mean, you're sitting right here. Usually, I'd say all this whenever you're not around.
Behind my back, of course, of course.
No, you're a great coach, man. You've been a great coach since way back. You pushed me on my bad days. Um, Sometimes, push me harder or something, but I would just rebel and be like, "Screw you, I'm going home." So it wouldn't work.
He's done it. He's done it.
It wouldn't work. I tried.
Dude. All right. We've had conversations after during training or on a Friday, and again, me and Gabe probably only agree on 10% of the 10% of stuff, and we'll get in conversations about the other 90. He's flipped me off and walked out of the gym. Just full disclaimer.
I don't know if I flipped you off.
No,
Maybe it was like some random hand gesture and it just looked like it or something.
But like, let's go into that, dude. Like, how does it feel that I literally like we could piss each other off, but like we'll like you'll come in the next day and we're just like it didn't happen.
No, yeah, no, that's dead ass right. And I don't know. I kind of took some time and stepped back and reevaluated because it was coming to a point like, man, me and Chris been cool for hell long, and I'm literally getting pissed at him on certain days. Like, I'm mad today. And so I kind of had to step back and make some adjustments within myself and realize, like, okay, like, if, you don't have to think the same as someone else to like that person. And you don't always have to discuss those topics if you don't agree on it. Don't make that your focal point. And for the longest time, we had a group chat that was dedicated to
Toxicity.
Yes, toxicity. How bad can I get under your skin today? And we both have had time to, of course, stay texting in that chat room, and it was just start off that way. For breakfast, I'd wake up, read something, be like, "Oh, this dude." Throughout the day, I'd see interesting little facts on the news. I'd be like, "Yep, got him with that one."
And I was just like, he got me.
Yeah,
but it's fun times, dude. Go ahead.
I feel like that's a very martial artist type of way to think, is like to reevaluate, when you feel that emotion of like feeling mad about something that normally doesn't bother you know what I mean? Because I know so many people who just pop off and they never apologize. They never even see that they were wrong. They're just
right,
like, oh, I'm chill now. But maybe it's projecting or whatever. But I feel like that's a very martial artist way to think, is that like, damn, like, what was I so mad about, or evaluating any situation where you weren't fully in control? Because when you fight, you have to be fully in control. You can't let emotions cloud your judgment.
Right.
Dude, going off that, dude, I feel like I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything, but like it's not all rainbows and sunshine in here. Sometimes like feelings get high and emotions get high, but dude, for the most part, everybody comes, like we all rally back up with each other. We're all, I mean, it
might take a minute. Everybody comes back around though.
Yeah, like
because you have to, right?
Right.
Yeah. No, but I mean, when you're dealing with, I don't care what anybody says. I mean, when you're in there, we try to put the ego aside, but it does hinder you a little bit. Everybody has an ego. Everybody. I don't care what they say. But
the longer you do it, the less your ego affects you, though.
Yeah, you don't let it. I don't know how many times I've had disagreements with people in here, and like again, like how I said, me and Gabe we'll have a disagreement on something, and we're back at it the next day like it didn't happen. And and that's a respect thing. I don't think you could get that in a lot of other sports. I mean, you do, there's a camaraderie in other sports, but I just feel it's different when you're literally trying to break someone's arm or you're punching someone in the face.
There's a special bond that happens when you punch someone that you consider family in the face, and then you hug it out after it's all over. There really is.
You give that little dab, like.
Right.
I think it's because it's a team sport that, like, it's not based solely on one person scoring. Like, I'm thinking in relation to like soccer. Like soccer, you see a lot of teams really get along, and a lot of them consider themselves family as well. But at the end of the day, there's that one guy who kind of knows, like, you know, oh, I'm the shit. Like, you pass me the ball, I'm the one that's going to score. But here, the only way you get better is if someone is better than you. So you kind of, you want to root for someone else to get better than you so you can also level up.
Right.
Not in here, dude. We all try to keep each other down.
That's right. I forgot.
It's one big bucket of crabs here.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we're constantly not just kidding.
It's really not. That's iron sharpens iron, you know.
For
That's
sure.
the same way it is in there.
For sure.
I prefer to roll or spar with someone that's really gonna kick my butt. Like that's my preference. Like why would I want to go with someone I'm gonna beat up all the time? It's no fun. Go home feeling like, man, I got my ass kicked today. This was not the business, but you know, come back and do it again and get better.
Dude, I've learned so many times. Like, I learned more after getting my butt whooped than when I'm there dominating everybody for, you know, I'm not saying I dominate everybody all the time, but I'm just saying, like, I learned
No,
more.
you in the kids class, so you
For sure. I'm still undefeated in there.
work.
Still, actually, Albert swept me the other day, so.
Oh.
All right, Gabe, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
No, I don't even care about nobody really. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Madera Martial Arts, CrossFit Madera, you know, it's a great place, great facility. You know, I just think like get this in here real quick is working out in a gym alone. Sometimes you don't have that competitive nature. You don't have other people there to drive you. The energy's not up. It's really hard to go work out alone. So you come into a place, you know, CrossFit's, there's a competition there. There's a camaraderie. There's a group of people. Energy's up, competition drives everybody. So yeah, thanks for putting it together here, facility, everything, guys.
Cool. It's a lot of hard
Thank you.
work. All right, man.
All right.
See you guys next time.